was the first to put out this marriage certificate on which Aaliyah had said that she was 18 when she was actually 15, and R. Kelly was 27, and they were married.
Everybody, this is your boy Trey, and I'm back again with another video. And we are about to check out Surviving R. Kelly. Now, there's been a lot of rumors about a lot of this and a lot of that, and I really don't know about none of it, but we are about to check it out, so let's get right into it.
I worked up the courage to come forward and tell my story.
A part of me always felt like maybe I did something for him to treat me that way.
I want my story to be heard so people could take this situation seriously.
But when I found out it wasn't just me,
I just don't want it to get any worse.
and it just kept going and going and going.
I just wanted to know that it's not, you're not alone.
Can you describe the physical abuse?
Okay, right now I'm wondering how long ago was this, like, time-wise? Like, how long ago did it happen?
I think I can't really talk about being abused. It's like, it brings back memories, and it's very painful to have to talk about it again.
Oh.
I met R. Kelly when I was 14.
When I met him, I was 17 years old.
I wanted to be a singer.
I wanted to be a dancer.
We thought we were going to be stars.
Was it you on the tape?
R&B superstar R. Kelly on trial for allegedly videotaping himself having sex with an underage girl.
Do you like teenage girls? When you say teenage, how are we talking?
Oh. Really?
Industry where anything.
R. Kelly has power over these young girls.
I had to wait for permission to be able to use the bathroom.
What?
Dave said he loved you so much.
What the heck is he doing hanging around the high school?
A million tell you a 40 billion loving me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I am handcuffed like a lot of you I'm handcuffed by my destiny. It's too late. They should have did this 30 years ago. It's too late.
Dang. It's true. Was that a confession?
Right.
I was impressed and I was amazed because he was musically genius material.
Did he ever talk about his home life?
No, he didn't talk about that, but you knew about it because it came out in the music and what they expressed,
I was traveling through Hyde Park at one time, and I stopped at a store, and Rob was driving by, and he was on his way to Kenwood High School. And I heard a lot about Rob going to Kenwood High School to hang out, and I always wondered, what the heck is he doing hanging around the high school? He's left high school many years ago. And that's all I could say on that one, because I don't know, but I heard that, he was picking up a lot of kids from the school.
Dang. So this stuff started early. Woo. That's crazy.
My name is Jovante Cunningham. I've known Robert Kelly since 1991. At that time, I was about 14. I met him through a dear friend of mine, Tiffany. She was also, 14. He was an upcoming artist. She knew him prior to me meeting her. I believe they met at Kenwood High School, and she asked, "You want to go down and meet so-and-so?" And I'm like, "Who is that?" And we went, and that's how it started. He would just ask us to come into the studio, and you sing this, you sing this, you sing that, y'all sing it together. And that's how it would go.
Right across from Kenwood High School, I would see R. Kelly there on a regular basis, and these were high school girls, freshmen, sophomores. I couldn't tell exactly, but I know they were students at the high school. His nickname is not Pied Piper for nothing. Pied Piper's whole purpose is to bring the young people to him, to follow him, to admire him, to listen to him. And so he's good at it.
The first time I saw R. Kelly, I was probably around 12, maybe 13.
God.
We would hang out at the McDonald's in Hyde
Hang
Park.
out? Who?
I was 14 years old. We'd always see him come in by himself, but leave with some student.
People will say, well, why didn't anyone notice? The answer is that we all noticed no one cared because we were black girls.
The first time I witnessed a sexual act in the studio was during the recording of Slow Dance, the remix. He had one of my teenage friends in the booth with him, bent over, and we were all right there. I will not say with whom, but none of us were of age. None of us.
I often told Robert he should not meet young girls. And don't give me the bull about it, you should not meet them. And that was my language to him consistently. He has no business around them.
And then Rob met Aaliyah through his manager.
What? I didn't know she was 12.
Right now, producing
Aaliyah's first album is made by R. Kelly, and it's called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. And the title song is about a young girl who's trying to get an older guy to go all the way with her.
It wasn't until I was maybe a teenager myself that it really bothered me just how much older he was than her. At the time, I remember thinking, that's not right. I don't have no grown man friends.
I thought they were getting closer. I was beginning to suspect things, but didn't want to. So I asked Rob, I said, Rob, man, what's going on, man? You ain't messing with... Hell no, man, I'm not messing with Aaliyah.
It was under talks for a long time about having them come up to the show. It was kind of like, they don't want you to talk about the age. They don't want you to talk about any of this stuff. But as a journalist, you kind of have to decide, are you going to take this risk while this platform is in front of you and ask the questions that the people want to know?
Okay, let's clear something up, because you know I've been getting a rundown on the street. Everybody seems to think that y'all are either girlfriend or boyfriend or cousins or friends. let's just get the record straight.
We're just very close. He's my best friend.
Yeah, cool.
Now who found who? In the whole wide world.
They are asked direct questions. Are you guys dating? And they would not give direct answers. They would both give these vague answers that left it all up in the air. So they knew this wasn't right.
And for the record, you are how old? That's a secret.
We were out on the road with Aaliyah. On a tour bus, there really aren't any confined spaces. When you get on the bus, there are bunks. And so these bunks have little curtains you can pull at night if you don't want anybody to see you sleeping. So it just so happened we were all laying in our bunks when the door flew open on the bus. Robert was having sex with Aaliyah.
Crazy.
Robert came to me. We were in Miami. Robert said, man, we got Aaliyah in trouble. And Aaliyah in trouble? What do you mean? Man, we got to get to Chicago. I said, well, I'm going to call Barry and tell Barry. No, man, we can't tell Barry.
Robert mentioned to me that
I think she's pregnant. And that broke my heart right there. I was so disappointed in him because I really believed him when he said that, you know, he wasn't doing any messing with Aaliyah, because I questioned him. And once he told me that, I was like, I was lost for words, man. He married Aaliyah.
I remember that.
They got married?
I was in the room when they got married.
Remember that?
Oh my God.
MTV News was the first to put out this marriage certificate on which Aaliyah had said that she was 18 when she was actually 15, and R. Kelly was 27, and they were married.
Where was the outrage? Where was Essence? Where was Ebony? Where was the local news? Where was anyone? Like, why was this not in that moment? Full stop.
Right.
Why didn't the culture say something is wrong?
That's crazy. You done lost the faith.
My name is Lizette Martinez from Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. I was a typical teenager. I was having to a mall with some girlfriends, and I see someone, a really tall guy, wearing sunglasses. So I said to my friend, oh, I think that's R. Kelly. And she's like, why would he be at the mall? And I said, no, that's him. And he heard me, and then he turned around, and I was kind of starstruck. You know, here's this person in front of me that I think is like the world. And he walked up to me and gave me a hug, and I kind of like I was kind of frozen. And then he said he was recording an album. I said, okay, nice to meet you, and he left. But then his bodyguard came back and handed me his phone number and said, R. Kelly would like you to call him.
Another victim.
My best friend was with me, and she said, Liz, this is your big break. Like, you better call, or I'm gonna call for you. For me, singing was always an outlet, and I planned on having a career. So I called, and he said, well, I'd like you to come to dinner with us. My girlfriend said, let's get your makeup and hair done now. You know, this is it, you're gonna make it. We were so naive.
They're young, man. Just young.
His bodyguard handed me his phone number and said, R. Kelly would like you to call him. So we met him at the steakhouse. Came up that I was, you know, an aspiring singer. Later on, we went to the recording studio, and my heart was thumping when I walked in. And he starts to play the piano, and plays a song by Boyz II Men, and asked me to sing along with it. And then he just said that, you know, I sounded really great. I had a great look. He thought I could make it, and he was gonna help me. And then he leaned over and kissed me. And I was really taken aback by that. I didn't know how to say no. All of a sudden, his tongue is in my mouth. This is my dream. How do I handle this? I wanted the dream so bad, but I knew it was gonna be something else.
Yeah, so man, I don't even know what to say about that, man. I mean, I had no idea that, you know, stuff like that was even going on. I mean, the young girls, I mean, it's like a load of them. Wow, this stuff was really serious. I mean, I had no idea.
And she was 12.
Yeah, I had no idea it was even, you know, this serious. I mean, this for her, it's crazy. I understand, well, I can't say that, okay, I know where somebody's coming from. They got molested, so, you know, it kind of changes people. But, hey, I mean, that's your, you know, choice whether to,
take
you
that
know,
road or not, and let them thoughts even process to make you even do anything in that nature.
So, I mean, I don't accept the fact that someone say it happened to me as a child, you know, so, you know, that's how I got into that life. You know, I understand that, you know, I feel you and everything like that, but, I mean, it's basically your choice whether to roll with it, you know, or you know, grow strong from it.
I think that's an excuse.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially you make all this money, you meet all these people, ain't no thought process to maybe go see a counselor. You gotta know that even feeling or even thinking that is wrong. To want to pursue somebody young.
And then, okay, being upset and doing it, I mean, but you done already made it. I mean, why not find somebody your own age or just pursue music? I mean, why keep doing it?
Right.
That's crazy. But yeah, so this was the first episode, man. I would love to know your guys' thought in the comment section below. So, you know, tell me what you guys think, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.